All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official June 6, 2022 edition of Monday Night Raw. Now, even though we officially got out of hell, which was Hell in a Cell last night, I gotta say, man, overall, I thought tonight's Monday Night Raw was really good. Not wasting any time, we kick things off, man, with the American Nightmare. Many would probably look at him as an American hero, an American warrior after what we saw last night. But Cody Rhodes came out and basically talked about last night's Hell in a Cell, talking about closing the chapter, which was with Seth freaking Rollins, putting him over, respecting him. He even mentioned his daughter and saying that, when his daughter gets older, he wants her to look back at this match and just know how much, of a warrior, how much of that American spirit that Cody Rhodes has. Now, Cody did say, yes, he is going to get surgery. Commentary even alluded that he will be getting surgery, I believe, this Wednesday, I believe. But Cody was looking up to the Money in the Bank and was like, if by any chance, if by some, I make a John Cena recovery, then I hopefully will be able to show up at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which I believe is July the 2nd, I believe. So that's a Saturday. Rollins comes out. Rollins is like, Cody, I don't like you. But you know what? Last night, what you did, I'll admit it. You earn my respect and trust me when I say I know that the good old Dusty Rhodes is looking above you, smiling at you right now after what you did. But we get the two men respecting, shaking hands and stuff. So it seems like, everyone's online saying now, oh, this could be a face turn for Seth Rollins. And as Cody is still, giving his, last goodbyes, he's waving to the crowd. Out comes that slivered old SOB Seth Rollins with the sledgehammer and just completely tears apart Cody's suit. Obviously he stomps on his his injury. And yeah, Cody just, my God, man. Like, I don't know how Cody is just resisting being put on a stretcher because he's like, no, I'm going to walk out of this arena with my own 2 feet. So I ain't going to lie, that was a pretty good way to kick off Monday Night Raw. And no, in my personal opinion, no, I do not think Cody's going to be at the Money in the Bank. To me, what you can start doing, with Cody, I think, he's going to be out for a few months here. So maybe, just maybe, if you want to serve up as a big shocker, who knows? Maybe by Royal Rumble next year, Cody will be ready to go. And then you have him win the Royal Rumble. But we'll see what happens, because, with his tear, he'll be out for a few months. So he's definitely not making the Money in the Bank. But I also want to actually mention here, I know they mentioned this later on in the night, but so John Cena, Mr. You Can't See Me, Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, Dr. Thugonomics. Obviously, this is the 20th year of John Cena's career. It's crazy how it's been 20 years that John's been in WWE. But on the June 27th, I believe it is, yes, on Monday Night Raw, John Cena will be live on Monday Night Raw. So I actually am really excited to see John Cena show up. John Cena's obviously my favorite superstar of all time, so I can't wait to see that. All right, so we get Becky Lynch versus Dana Brooke. And, while this match is going on, you got the 24/7, debacle. Dana Brooke defeats Akira Tozawa via pinfall to win the 24/7 title. Becky's like, no. We're not doing this. Not tonight. Not here. This is my match. This is my ring. That's my title. Dana Brooke, you're going to put your title on the line against me. So we get a next match between Dana Brooke and Becky Lynch. This time it's for the 24/7, 7-11, 8-11, whatever, the 24/7 title. And Dana Brooke actually beats Becky Lynch because Asuka comes out, distracts Lynch. She actually holds Lynch's foot on the outside, so she can kick out. And Brooke gets the pin. So I guess you could say this is probably Dana Brooke's biggest win of her career. Unless she did get a win over Charlotte Flair, I believe. I can't remember. It was a long time ago since Dana Brooke was like Charlotte Flair assistant, when Dana Brooke first showed up, for those who didn't know. 2016, 2017. So after that, we get the Miz and Marie's coming out. Obviously, they are promoting their season premiere of Miz and Mrs., which I believe is coming out tomorrow, I believe, on the USA Network. I think they're doing 2 episodes. I don't really watch Miz and Marie, so yeah. But anyways, we get Riddle coming out there, and he's joking. He's having laughs. He's having some fun. He's freaking joking about how the Miz has average balls, and You know, Maurice is like he has, he has gigantic balls. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, guys, this is a PG show, and everybody in the freaking crowd who was hot as heck tonight, like, man, the crowd looked good. They was chanting like, little balls or whatever. They just a balls chant. And then Ciampa came out. I thought Ciampa, the way he came out was so weird. Like, he just came out of nowhere like John Cena, and then he just leaves. Like, is Ciampa's like Miz's henchman? Like what? Anyways, Miz is like, you know what, Riddle, because Riddle did challenge him to a match. Miz is like, I'll take you on that offer for a match. So we get the Miz and Riddle. Riddle defeats the Miz. This match didn't last long, but obviously I think they're setting up, Riddle getting him some wins because they're setting him up, man, because I think they said in the night, but Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, is coming back. He's going to be on SmackDown. I believe that's what they said. I don't know. I must have misheard. But again, I think they're going to set up Riddle and Roman Reigns for Money in the Bank, which I think is excellent in my opinion. Speaking of the Bloodline, we get a championship contenders match between the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, versus the Street Profits. Now, granted, these two teams have faced before, and obviously this ain't gonna be the last time these two faced each other because the Street Profits did defeat the Usos via countout. This was a great match, I thought. Like the Street Profits, man, the Usos, these guys, it's like the New Day and the Usos. You may have faced each other 1,000 times already, but no matter how many times you faced each other, I cannot get tired. I was into it. The crowd was into it. I thought this was a fun match. The Street Profits, again, like I said, beat the Usos via countout. Riddle comes out and celebrates. And then after we get that, we get Lashley coming in the ring. Now, Lashley talks about what's next, because obviously Lashley, we're going to hear what's next. But before he can really go into what he wants to do next, the youngest United States champion comes out. Austin Theory says it's his time. He deserves it. He says someone helped Lashley to win his match in Hell in a Cell, but he won his match against Ali all by himself. So Lashley, tells Theory, like, Theory, this ain't your ring, man. And, Lashley's like, let's have a fight. You know what I mean? Like, you're flexing your muscles. I'm going to flex my muscles. But how about we go at it for that U.S. championship? And Theory's like, nah, son, we ain't going to do that. So it seems that Theory and Bobby Lashley are going to feud for the U.S. title. So that should be pretty interesting to see. But then again, I think with John Cena coming back, who knows? It might be John and Theory for the U.S. title at SummerSlam, which that's a whole video in and of itself I can go on about. But we'll see what happens. We'll see in the next few weeks. Veer Mahan versus Dominic Mysterio. All right. This gonna piss some Rey Mysterio fans off. I ain't gonna lie, I really didn't care about this match. Veer Mahan's gonna win. Well, he did defeat Dominic by DQ. But from a match standpoint, I didn't really care for it, to be honest with you. And that's saying a lot because it's the Mysterios who crying out loud. And Veer Mahan, doing his typical dominance. So yeah. Now we get the big segment of the night, man. We get freaking Judgment Day. And obviously the big caveat was that Judgment Day was going to add a very new member. And it's Finn Balor. So Finn Balor just comes out. And at first I'm like, okay, something's up. Because ain't no way Finn Balor just going to come out and just casually. Because the way he did it, he just casually joined Judgment Day. But no. Balor actually joined Judgment Day. He shook hands with Edge. He praised Rhea Ripley. He praised Damian Priest. And then Damian Priest, you got him sitting here, Edge, man, you're the one who did this. You're the one who got us to join the Judgment Day. And you know what? As great as your influence is, I think it's time for Judgment Day to get rid of that dead skin. And I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you don't think they're going to turn on Edge? And they do. Judgment Day turns on Edge. They're attacking Edge. Freaking Priest throws him, Razor Ramon's this dude into the announce table. They concerto this man. They took this man out. And I'm sitting here like, holy crap. No, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't expecting this. I know C Nation Dog, he posted Fox. They spoiled it. But even then looking at it, I was like, there ain't no way, this, because I wouldn't necessarily say it's still early, but like, dang, Edge, it just seemed like just a while ago, Edge put Judgment Day together. You know what I mean? But now it's, so I guess now Edge is gonna have to grow his hair back. He's gonna have to awoken that rated R superstar mentality. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, Balor's a heel now. This is really curious, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think this could be good for Balor. And Judgment Day, of course. So after all that, man, that's really crazy. I couldn't believe that. But Omos versus Cedric Alexander. Omos defeats Cedric Alexander pinfall. This was a squash match, nothing more to it. Okay, so after that, we get Ezekiel versus Otis. This match didn't really last long, so I can't really give a big rating. But Ezekiel does defeat Otis. Yeah, he defeats Otis by pinfall, and Ezekiel gets in the mic. He wants that rematch against Kevin Owens next week. Kevin Owens is like, all right, bro, I'll give you your rematch. But you got to admit to me that you're Elias. Admit to everybody that you are Elias. And Ezekiel says, all right, you got me. My name is Elias. I'm Elias. I'm not Ezekiel. I'm Elias. Kevin Owens was like, all right, this is awesome. You got freaking Alpha Academy with the thank you in the background. They're just celebrating and stuff. Ezekiel's like, yeah, dude, like, come on, like, are you really that stupid? Like, I'm Ezekiel's. I just said Elias so you can get the match against me. Come on, KO. And you're a veteran, KO. Come on now. But nah, Kevin Owens is pissed. Ezekiel needs him. Ezekiel goes out of the ring. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that was pretty good. All right, so we get the main event, man. We get the Fatal 4-Way. So yes, John Cena will be coming back to Raw on June 27th. I can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see John. But we get the main event. This was the Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match to see who would challenge Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. We have Alexa Bliss, Doudrop, Nikki ASH was by ringside, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. I ain't gonna lie. This is a pretty solid main event, but especially what happened earlier in the night, you kind of knew Rhea was gonna win. You know what I mean? And I'm actually now thinking about it, I think Rhea and Bianca, I would have loved to send that at SummerSlam low key more, cause like it's Rhea and Bianca. But hey, Money in the Bank, I think they're gonna deliver, man. Cause Liv or Alexa's probably gonna win that Money in the Bank. Which, by the way, they should be starting qualifying matches either on SmackDown or next week's Raw, obviously. Probably this Friday, because, you got to get ready for Money in the Bank. It's nearly a month away. But, yeah, overall, tonight's Monday Night Raw, like, I know that, in-ring wise, it didn't really seem good. But, like, if you think bringing the segments and stuff, I thought it was a pretty entertaining Raw, if I'm being quite honest with you. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my Monday Night Raw review. I'm going to hopefully be back tomorrow for NXT 2.0, coming off the heels of what was NXT TakeOver in Your House. Sorry for this video being a little bit long. I know this is not my normal, live WWE or even AEW reviews, 13 minutes long. But if you did make it this far, I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Let's get this channel rolling. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. And so, yeah.